2021 Renault KWID. Let's get driving.
Renault KWID is available with two engine option, a 3-cylinder 800cc petrol and a 3-cylinder 1000cc petrol, mated to either a 5-speed manual or an AMT gearbox.
And today we have the 800cc manual transmission with us. There is no automatic available in the 800cc. And this model produces about 53 horsepower and 72 Newton meters of torque,
which is a pretty good number for the segment of this car.
Yeah, if you are someone who's considering KWID and need a little more power, climb a little bit and get the climber instead. 1000cc is named as climber. Let's see how this one performs. No matter which gear you are, the whole engine noise is felt inside the cabin. Vibration, yeah, it's well contained.
The vibrations are very much felt during the idling, but in the moving it is quite masked.
But the noise you cannot escape. It's there, it's always there. Renault should insulate the cabin a little more. There is no point in putting this in first gear or second gear. Try and reach the third gear as soon as possible. There is no power available in the lower end. The mid-range is okay, and as you rev up and reach the fifth gear, the cruising is better, but the noise is always there. But if you want instant acceleration, you really have to work on gears.
But this car is mostly preferred for city drives, which does its job in a pretty good way.
Yeah, occasional highway drive too, yeah. But more highway, I would not recommend.
Okay. This is a small car. The bare minimum expectation from a small car is fuel efficiency. How efficient is this car?
The claimed mileage of KWID 800cc is 25 kmpl, but the owner of this car claims he's getting only 18 on the highway, but I hope that'll get better because he has just done 10,000 kilometers.
The next important thing is safety. That is where this car disappoints us slightly, because this car scored 1 star on the safety rating, and it comes with driver side airbag, ABS and EBDS standard.
Yeah.
If you want the passenger airbag also to be there, you have to again climb up to the climber.
So KWID is a hot selling car. So if Renault can manage to pull 4 stars in the Triber, I think they should improve this platform and bring a safety up to that level. That will attract more buyers.
Definitely.
Hope for the future. Now that we talked about drive, safety, fuel economy, let's talk about practicality. That's where this car surprises us. There are so many practical bits there.
Let's start with the key. The key only has the lock and unlock button. There is no boot opening button. You really have to use the key or have to open the boot from the cabin. And moving to the doors, only the front doors are capable of holding a 1-liter bottle. There are no bottle holders in the rear door, and you can see the window control is missing because that is there in the infotainment area. Weird placement because you will be confused whether it is for radio or it is for air conditioning, but it's for neither. It is for window controls. Moving back to the steering wheel is a very small, cute steering wheel, but unfortunately there are no steering mounted controls, not even volume controls. And luckily that's been backed up by a physical knob in the infotainment system, which is a 8.3-inch touchscreen packed with Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. And thank you Renault for providing the air conditioning controls with a physical knob, not the touchscreen. And moving to the instrument console, it's a very simple instrument console which has the average fuel economy and distance to empty and tachometer on the left side and all the fuel and temperature meter on the right side, and in the middle you will only get a digital speedometer. Lack of bottle holders are totally forgiven by the fact it has a huge glove box which will at least hold 3 1-liter bottles. As the air conditioning controls are placed above the infotainment system, the cooling swiftly reaches the rear end of the cabin. There are no mirrors in both the sun visors, and forget about the auto dimming inside rear view mirror, you won't even get the manual one here. There are a lot of cubby holes in the center console but no proper bottle holders. There's one more disappointment, one more confusion in the center console is this transmission knob, because it has both the reverse and the fifth gear to be engaged with the lever. That's so confusing. Reverse is understandable because we will be in a standstill position to engage that in a reverse. But fifth gear, we will be in high speed motion. We don't want to pull the lever and slot it in fifth gear. That's totally confusing. About the seating position, the front rows are just about okay, and good that Renault has provided a tall headrest. Moving to the rear, I'm really impressed by the engineering of this cabin capacity because 2 6-footer can sit back to back, slightly comfortable. As usual, cost-cutting decisions were made to remove the adjustable headrest, and automakers should provide at least a tall headrest regardless of the variant. And this is strictly a 4-seater. Maybe a kid can squeeze in between. Other than that, no, not possible. 3Ls, not possible. And moving to the boot space, first things first, there is a high loading lip and it's a properly square 279 liters of boot space, which is great for this segment. That's all about the practical bits. Let's talk about the exterior design now. I'm a fan of KWID's exterior design because it is cute, well-designed hatchback. On the front, you get LED DRLs. Everything else in this car is halogen, which is okay for this price point. The cabin space is well engineered, which can house 4 adults comfortably. And Renault has a weird place to put the variant names on the doors. Typically, we see in the boot lid. All 5 wheels, including the spare wheel, there's a 14-inch, no alloys available, which is okay for this price point again. And has an 184 mm of ground clearance, which is plenty for our Indian bad roads.
That's all about the Renault KWID 800cc manual variant. We'll see you in the next one.
Thank you.
Thank you.